Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion. Here on a Monday, we've got Dark Ages base set, which means we do the shelters. This kingdom does have quite a bit of draw in hunting grounds and bandit camp together. Some trashing and junk dealer, and then knights, which are often quite useful against the AI as an attack, though the top knight here is very bad. So for those who aren't familiar, the knight's a pile of cards with the same bottom part of an attack and then different bonuses on top. Dame Josephine is the only victory card in the pile, but it's not very good. one of the worst knights. I mean, there are some weird situations where Dame Josephine's okay, but in general, pretty awful. So that's a little unfortunate and maybe still be worth going into the pile. I'm not sure. What we can do here is build a little bit up for bandit camp with remodel, junk dealer, and then hunting grounds. Hunting grounds gives you this bonus when you remodel it or otherwise trash it, but here it would be remodeling it, which means you can basically like buy hunting grounds and have a little extra VP waiting in your deck at the end. The 5's really good here. I'm going to open Scavenger Silver, which is a pretty nice... Well, okay, it didn't work out all that well for us. Normally, you'd be pretty happy with this if you hit 5 at least, but we didn't hit 5, so this is kind of bad. I really wish there was a better knight up here. Michael would be quite good. Normally, you almost always want to do this discard. I guess we still want to probably do it and put the silver on top. We'll take one more silver. Okay, so now this is nice. This is nice because you can... We do unfortunately have too many silvers in this particular instance, but it's okay. So we get the junk dealer, and then I think we'll move on to... Well, maybe second junk dealer, actually. Maybe one more junk dealer. This is bad. Pretty bad. I'll go ahead and get a remodel. It's probably a little early for that, but... we'll see what the AI is doing here long term. This is very nice. I guess we put the remodel... Or actually, maybe it's actually copper. The remodel is like a little premature here. We could take a hunting ground, or well, here we could put the Necro off and buy hunting grounds, and if we do happen to draw the hunting grounds, it's good. The Necro on top, of course, is in general not particularly nice here. We could just put the remodel and hope we pair it with a silver. There are a few different things. Let's get a bandit camp. The AI is buying hunting grounds, which is kind of interesting. I didn't know they would do it all that much. This is maybe seller is okay here. Or maybe it's just get another silver to replace what we remodeled. We definitely need... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this and put a bandit. We need the hunting grounds now. They will be able to province here, but wait, what? That's awful. How did they not hit 8? They drew... Well, how is that even possible? What could you have drawn? I guess more hunting grounds? You would have had to draw a bunch of actions dead. The scavenger... You'd have to have drawn several actions dead because you have so many cards. This is like you're starting from 5, you play 3 and draw 8. So you're at 10 cards here. 6 of them. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, one was the hovel, obviously, but that's actually wild. Okay, well, this draw isn't going also great, but that's okay. If the AI plays 2 hunting grounds and just manages to buy, a duchy for the hovel trash, that's not so terrible for us. Though we have here again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have unfortunately yet again bottom decked some stuff. If this provinces, then we're gonna start feeling a little pressure. Okay, so we feel a little pressure now. Hopefully we can get around to it all in time. This is unfortunate. This is like 3 of the hunting grounds, but we'll keep on keeping on. Not hunting grounds, bandit camps is what I meant. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're just gonna keep buying these guys. It may be worth it to get a workshop. I don't know. This is unfortunate. This looks like an exact date, though it's not really clear because the way the AI plays cards is kind of messed up sometimes. This is a nice turn though. We get to be fully cleaned up here. And then we just kind of have to decide. We get to get rid of all these spoils, which is nice. We just have to decide when it is that we're going to go in on the greening to try and make up some of these points. We can score 15 points here. So it's probably a little early to go clean or to go in. I think I'll go ahead and take one more pair. We haven't quite done enough here, to be perfectly honest. This is nice that we get to top deck the bandit camp. We haven't quite done enough here to do the really big hunting ground stuff just yet, but if this hits province, it'll also be a little, we're approaching dicey territory again still. But that's the way it goes, you know. We probably want to lose the scavenger, actually. We're going to need to remodel one of these hunting grounds. This junk dealer is either remove the scavenger because we think the scavenger is kind of bad for the deck at this point, or just trash the spoils because we clicked the junk deal already and trashing the spoils won't mean anything at all. So I guess we're going with that mode. And if the AI doesn't province here, then we just win on our turn. No, we don't actually just win, do we? We only get 15. Okay. So we're going to continue along this path of some scariness. We can't really afford to trash the hunting grounds here, so we need to get the duchy. Actually, if the AI provinces on this next turn, it's just going to get hairy for sure. But if they didn't, then we'd be okay. I don't know if they have enough money. No spoils coming down. Okay, so we should be fine here. Or close to it. We could still whiff. For sure. Now we should be fine. There's another hunting ground. Oh, 2 even. Yeah, okay. So 15 here is sufficient. But it did look a little scarier than it probably ought to here. So we struggled a little to hit 5 and we bottom deck stuff a little bit. But our shuffles honestly weren't too terrible. So I think the big question for me is whether we get back to 7. Whoops, no. Kingdoms disappeared. I think the big question for me is whether there's a spot where you can take Josephine and see what the next night is. But I don't know. It was just kind of hard there. or hard to use the knights there for the way my deck was progressing. But anyway, we got it done, but not the cleanest ever. I'm not sure. I do think there were some problems with how I played it, but I'm not sure if there were like big problems and it just, or just kind of little, and then we had some bad shuffles so that it wasn't super clean. But in the end, good enough. Now I'm repeating myself, as is so often the case. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.